So I started on the mountain biking side of things when I was, racing when I was about 14, and it wasn't too long after that I met Fens, probably when I was about 15 or so, and that was at the longer endurance sort of events, which was where he was at. And yeah, been sort of working with him pretty much ever since. It's been great. He's so enthusiastic and just full of energy for everything. It just really keeps you inspired to go. It's a really focused sort of system. He's really good at working out a program that works for you as well, and his basis of quality over quantity really works as well, especially like for myself. I've always had to work pretty constantly as well as ride, so having a training program that I can not necessarily do as many hours, obviously getting longer Ks in at certain stages does help, but if you can do the quality phases right, then you can actually still race really competitively without that, and that comes through Fen's knowledge of sitting in the right power zones and that sort of thing, which has definitely benefited. A big example of that is I did a lot of racing of like 8 hours or 24-hour races and that sort of thing. I think the longest ride I'd do in training would be 3 hours. Obviously that's changed now, but I was doing 8-hour solos and doing quite well at them off nowhere near that many hours of riding, so yeah, it really works. Definitely seeing improvements. I can sort of really just track an improvement all the way through, and with Fens, well, it can sort of give you a bit of confidence going into something, because there's not thinking like, oh, have I done enough? Am I in the right position? Am I going to be feeling good? He can tell look, with what we've built into, we know that you've performed well at this phase before. I can calculate it out with, because that's the great thing with power training, is it gives you numbers based on how, more accurately, how fatigued you are or how fresh you are, and you can taper that into the right point. So he's really good at being able to say, all right, these are our peak races, and you'll be pinging for them. Even if, say, you feel slightly off in the morning, but your form's there, you can feel confident to fall back on that and be like, no, I will ride into this, and very seldom do you not do that. So yeah, it's, you're building towards something, you're working to a point, and then you can recreate that or improve that as you go and keep stepping it forward. Fens is a great guy, and he works with Damo and quite a few other coaches as well, and they put their clients first. They always work themselves way too hard, overbook themselves, and never actually take that much time to do their own thing, which is a pretty big sacrifice a lot of the time. Yeah, and the other thing is as well is they all get really excited too, and really help to, get you excited about what you're doing as well. Even if you, let's say, had a really hard ride and you felt not that great, but you still produced the numbers or like the power output that he was after, he'll let you know. Sometimes I reckon if I put in a big effort in a race, I'll hear him yelling from over here in Kangaroo Valley, and it's just, that sort of thing just makes you want to keep pushing and keep going harder for it. I know for a fact that I was lucky enough to go over to Europe and race World Cups this year, and I know for a fact that when I was racing in Czech Republic, despite it being 2 AM here, I know that he was on the phone to my girlfriend, absolutely off chops, going mental about it. So it's pretty cool to know that sort of thing and have that support there.